Welcome to Floating Leaf Tea Podcast. My name is Shiuwen.
And I'm Noah.
Hello, Noah.
Hello.
Today we are going to taste our new spring High Mountain Oolong again, and we are going to do blind tasting. Last week, we do it in a cereal tea bowl style, blind tasting, and I think we didn't announce the result.
We definitely did not. We did not announce the result. Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't remember which tea was which tea anyway, but I thought it was like pretty mean not to announce my favorite. So today, here you go. Last week's result, my favorite one was Shiuwen High Mountain Oolong.
So in other words, we did look. We couldn't stop ourselves from looking.
Yeah, we did look in the end.
So pretty cruel.
Yeah. And then today we are going to do the blind tasting again, but I'm going to brew it in the yixing clay teapot. Do the, brewing style, because I might actually change my mind. And then next week, we'll do the last round of blind tasting again in a bowl style and see if we are consistent or we are not consistent.
Probably not. This list also this week, this 1, 2, 3, 4 that we're going to do is different than last week.
Yeah.
And it's also different than the blind tasting sampler that we put out. That's A, B, C, D.
Yeah. And so far, nobody in the store, including myself, that we don't know what ABCD is. Nobody knows. Last week, we already lost track of what 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, last week's list on the podcast?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what it is.
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, because I do it by the elevation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This week is different because I chose them randomly.
Yeah.
And then we mixed it up so we don't even know which one is which.
Yeah, so I'll just call tea number 1, and I have no idea what tea number 1 is, okay? So we measure out 4 grams of tea, and we'll talk about the tea and kind of talk about our feelings about the tea, and that's pretty much it. And then choose which one is our favorite, and we'll announce again.
I'm still not going to choose which one is my favorite. I'll tell you which one is better for people that like to smoke cigarettes.
Shut up.
And I'll tell you which one is better for people that like to drink beer.
Really? Okay, let me know which one is better for people who smoke cigarettes.
No problem. That's my specialty.
The thing is, I feel like maybe not a lot of clients smoke cigarettes.
I wouldn't be so sure.
True. And even if you do, it's not a judgment.
I'm going to choose which one is best for clients that like to sit in the sauna.
We already have the tea.
Yeah, true. We have the sauna tea.
I smoked before for a very short time. What?
That was my gasp of surprisal. I'm actually not surprised because I already knew that, but...
Do better in the acting, dude. Yeah, here you go.
It's better, huh?
Yeah. That's actually, that's that energy in there.
You know I smoked cigarettes before?
Huh?
You know I smoked cigarettes before?
Yeah, you went to China.
No, you're supposed to...
Oh, sorry.
You know I smoked cigarettes before?
Oh, no. We're just prep out our next career. Acting.
It's not going to be my career, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. That's my fantasy career, that I want to either become an actress or I want to do a stand-up comedy show.
My fantasy career is be a famous saxophone player.
Oh, here you go. Okay, tea number 1, infusion 1. We'll do 3 infusions on each tea, okay? And we're going to get pretty high because we already drank a tea before this.
Also high mountain tea.
Yeah. Which mountain? I have no idea.
Don't know, yeah, but it's high.
It's high up there and make you feel pretty high too. So either way, it's pretty high.
Okay, first infusion of number 1.
High Mountain Oolong. Surface smell is so good.
Smells kind of citrusy and also sweet and grainy, like grain sweetness.
Lisan.
I'm not going to guess them. I'm going to do my best again to not guess them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, there's that guy again. Hey, here's a bunch of teas that we don't know what they are. Okay, thanks, guy. Don't try to guess them. Okay, we won't.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy last week.
Yeah. He's back. He's sitting on my shoulder.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Left or right? Let me see. Don't say it.
You know?
Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Good. Wow.
How'd you know?
Feeling, dude.
Dang.
Even though it's fake.
Yeah. Whoa. I think we are really high already. Okay. Drink this tea.
Grainy, citrus,
sweet,
fruity.
Oh, nice.
Very smooth.
Yes, really soft broth.
and full at the same time. Full.
Yeah. It is.
Salivation is really strong. And I remember last week when we do a blind tasting, there was a tea. Oh, there was a tea standing out on the salivation. That was actually our favorite tea. Oh, so this one is Sanningsi, man. Sorry.
Would you stop?
Okay.
Oh, the
empty cup.
Empty cup is really fragrant.
I can't stop guessing.
Yeah, I know. I actually can't either. I just guessed in my head instead, but I did it last week. I guessed, and I was, spoiler alert, I was completely 100% wrong.
I was 1 tea right.
That's good.
Yep.
Better than 100% wrong. But I'm going to really try to just drink the teas. It's hard to do. It's hard to do to not let your ego get in the way and just guess like, oh, this must be Li Shan because it's so something.
Buttery and full.
Yeah.
I don't know why when our ego show up, it's very manly.
It's very macho.
Sorry, that's very stereotype. Cup number 2. Tea number 1, cup number 2. Extremely citrus.
Yeah, citrus really pulls through.
And citrus more on the pineapple this year, I feel. What do you think? Yeah, seriously like pineapple.
Well, now that you said it, I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, it's really...
And pretty thick.
Yeah.
Kind of not thin or faint kind of a pineapple. It's like thick. Travel pretty well, the scent. Broth very balanced, smooth, full again. Actually have some throat sensation. Reach to the chest. I don't think it will go to my stomach, but reach to the chest. So, and everything about it is really smooth. Aftertaste once again kick in really fast. Salivation, aftertaste kind of combined together.
There's a sensation that I felt when I drank a Yixing in Taiwan the first time that I went to Taiwan. And I felt like it reminded me of like citrus or pine oils kind of trickling down my throat. This tea has that.
Pine oil?
Like a bright fragrant oil you can feel.
山林溪 Shan.
Yeah, I know.
Pine.
I know. But that time I drank it was a Yixing the first time.
Da Yuling. Oh my. Okay.
So.
Empty cup is very sweet.
These teas show up great in a pot.
Yeah, this season, the tea shows up pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, infusion number 3, eh?
Yeah. 3 infusions. Infusion number 3, tea number 1. Remember when I just accidentally brewed like Ali-san when it first come in the teapot and it show up really nicely. It actually surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember. Aftertaste is really nice.
Pretty long lasting, huh?
Yeah.
I would like the liquid to just concentrate a little bit more. That would be my
critique.
Okay, fine. Critique on this tea. Whatever this one is. So snapshot it because we are gonna after this infusion we're gonna move on.
This session is gonna require a lot of snapshots. The nice thing about cereal bowl style is that
it's the snapshot. You don't need to take that much snapshot.
It's
right in front of it.
Yeah.
The scent is still there. Infusion number 3, surface smell still really strong. That's not declining yet a bit.
Yeah, really nice and that citrus kind of bright piney.
Body is there too, smooth. Maybe more creamy to me than buttery. Sometimes they're in the borderline. They combine the two. Yeah, but I feel more like cream. Really good. Happy with this tea. I think what we can do is that this tea, since it have like no sign of declining yet, later we'll put the leftover teas in a
bowl.
In a bowl.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll taste them again to see if sometimes so actually when we did a session for about last week for about the bowl style blind tasting for about 25 minutes and Sanningsi seriously stood out like throughout that 25-30 minutes, and then we actually let the tea continue to soak, and then when it passed that point like 40-45 minutes, I might say actually Li San become a, how do you say, the late runner? How do you use the phrase?
Late bloomer?
Late bloomer. Yeah. You just start to gain a lot of momentum in the end. Yeah. Spring High Mountain Oolong number 2. Infusion 1.
Whoa. So professional.
I know. One of the few times I got to feel a little bit professional. My tea career, man.
The suspense is killing me. It's not killing me, but I feel it. Okie dokie, number 2. More on that kind of milk candy kind of sweetness. The citrus isn't as, it's there, but it's not as...
It's higher. The citrus is higher, but not as thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like, almost like honeysuckle kind of.
But it does feel more milky, yeah. And feel more delicate.
Delicate for sure.
Than the tea number 1. Broth feels lighter. Aftertaste is also kicking quite fast. More bouquet to feel in the mouth. But everything about it is very delicate on Infusion 1. Yeah. And the salivation is it's beautiful actually, but not big.
A little bit quieter. Also, it's got that kind of almost like snappy kind of sweetness. Like that almost like floral kind of becoming beanie vegetal kind of sweetness.
But stir fry in light butter.
Sure.
I got to learn how to describe these.
Lays in the mouth really nicely. That structure feels... I can actually feel a little bit of throat on there already.
First tea also has it.
Yeah, first tea has it too, but more bold. This one's just
bold.
kind of
This one's seriously
slowly
really
lays in there. Yeah,
delicate. Everything about it is just delicate.
Yeah.
Can't find a word. My tea description library is pretty limited.
So far, if you like listening to Beethoven, you're going to like the first tea. If you like listening to Satie, you're going to like this tea.
Second one? Okay.
The second tea.
Cool. Which they have no idea what it is anyway.
Eric Satie is what Tom was playing last night.
They have no idea what the tea is. How are they going to buy it?
Well, they just got to listen to Beethoven and listen to Satie and see which one they like more.
Huh? They don't know the tea.
Oh, yeah. True.
They know Beethoven, maybe.
Okay. Different way of saying it. This tea reminds me more of Eric Satie's music. Unless the first tea reminds me more of Beethoven's music.
Okay, good. Are you guessing or not?
I'm really trying not to guess, seriously. I thought I was trying not to guess last week, and then they just popped up in my head kind of like clouds that I didn't even see in the first place. This time I'm seriously not, I'm consciously trying to not think about it, except for this is number 2.
I'm guessing all the time.
Yeah. It's hard. I made it my goal.
Do you call this floral or fruity? Because first tea, I'll call it more fruity.
More fruit for sure, the first one. More like citrus. This one is definitely leaning towards floral.
Floral, right?
I mean, it's a spectrum, right? Just like a bean or like a bud opens up into a flower, then eventually becomes a fruit. It's all a spectrum.
And sometimes they do have a nice mixture of both.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to call exactly. Sometimes we call out a little bit more on one side than the other.
Yeah.
But the aftertaste is a little bit more on the flowery side, and then the citrus feeling will kick in. So, it does combine both. Yeah, a really delicate tea. Beautiful.
You get a lot of that. The aftertaste is a lot of that more fragrance kind of style of aftertaste.
Yeah.
But there's salivation there too.
Yeah, there's salivation. Lighter. And then first tea is bolder. Much bolder on the salivation, on the mouthfeel, on the citrus note. Yeah.
Okay, Satie leaning towards Schubert.
This one might be Ali-san.
Don't even.
Don't even.
This is number 2.
Number 2, Infusion 3.
Thing is, when we guess, at least when I guess, I start to put things in the tea that's not really there, and then I'm wrong anyway. So I'm just I don't see how it's gonna help me. But yeah, this one it's lightly floral, soft, delicate. Actually, the first tea is really soft too. I wouldn't say that this one's any softer actually, but it feels more delicate. And that floral kind of quality is much more prominent. And really pretty the way that the aftertaste develops.
The third infusion, the surface scent, totally turn into sugar. Those kind of dry fruit that still on the lighter fruit side. I'm still going to speak about pineapple, okay? Those drier pineapple, not drier pineapple, the pineapple got purposely dry
Sure, I got you.
into like pineapple candy, and then they put a light coating of sugar on the top.
Oh, yeah. That's actually really specific, but I know what you're talking about.
I either have no idea the specific taste of any given teas, or I'm like super specific on that. Only once a while. But I feel the tea like this infusion, just to be fair, it's declining. The flavor is declining already on this one.
True, yeah. I have to agree with you.
Yeah, the first one, like number 3 is still top.
Yeah.
Like, it's not declining.
Yeah, this one kind of climaxed at number 2. Mm-hmm. It's still up there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But you can see that it's going down already. Still really delicate. Like, I would call this tea beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then first tea might be a little bit dramatic.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Just like Beethoven.
Yeah.
So I guess tea number 2 is for non-smokers.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, if you're a cigar smoking Scotch drinker and you want a high mountain oolong, so far number 1 is your choice. And if you,
I don't think so. Otherwise, we got to like raw some roasted oolong.
Well, like I said, if you want to drink a high mountain oolong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think if you're gonna smoke a cigar and then drink a tea right after, you probably want like cook pour.
Or age pour.
Or age pour. Or yencha. Or old school Tieguanyin. If you can get a hold of it. So far, I'm actually really impressed with how well these teas hit the throat.
They all have some throat sensation, huh? In a more lighter one than the let's say like roasted dongding and some of the other roasted teas.
Yeah, but they actually
layer.
Reach, yeah. I'm not gonna say my favorite tea, but I am gonna say compared to drinking them in the bowl, drinking them in the pot is really fun. Yeah, drinking the bowl is also really fun, but more in the nerdy way. But drinking them in the pot it brings the fun level up to like maximum.
I do both these. Of course, the tea presents itself differently in the bowl and in the pot. And in a way, no matter how nerdy the tea bowl style is, and I seriously encourage people, if you can find time for it and you have enough tea bowls at home, please do that. You will discover your teas in a different way.
Even if you don't have enough tea bowls at home, buy some because it's really fascinating.
Yeah. Or just teacups. You can actually use identical teacups. They will do it.
Or I think it's really helpful to have a ceramic spoon. You can pick those up anywhere. But they're not expensive, and it's seriously worth it to be able to taste your tea in a different way.
Yeah, but I would say most of the people still maybe Gongfu out there, high mountain oolong. So I think we should do once. I think today is a good session to do that, to see actually how differently, first of all, they present, and then secondly, also that maybe in a teapot that we totally change our mind.
True. Yeah. The teapot almost gives them a chance to perform, to show what's really special about them.
Tea number 3.
Cool.
Spring high mountain oolong.
Okay, number 3. Do this.
Surface smell. Also more delicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think on the floral side, but this one I feel more citrus in there than the second one. The broth is more focused
than the second one, huh? And there's something big about it, and yet it's very quiet.
Yeah.
Hewan-san.
I know. That's what I thought too. As soon as I smelled the broth, that's what I thought. But I have no idea if I'm right. That's what I think Hewan-san should be, but that's the problem, is because last week I was 100% wrong. I was 100% wrong, and I thought I knew what I was talking about. So
aftertaste is also more on the balance side. That salivation and the bouquet coming in almost, they cover I would say 50%.
But really nice focused feeling, and the salivation is really nice on this one.
In the delicate feeling, there's some strength behind it. And first tea it's about how big it is. Second tea is about how beautiful and how delicate it is. Third tea is still on the delicate side, and yet there's underneath the delicacy there is some sort of energy and strength behind it.
Mozart.
Here you go. I mean, I don't know my music, so whatever.
I don't know him that well. I mostly listen to jazz. I don't know classical that well, but I like pretending.
Maybe you can name some jazz musicians or jazz pieces.
It's like Johnny Hodges.
On this one?
Yeah, the second one was more like the second one was more like Johnny Hodges. This one's more like Lester Young, and then the first one is like Coleman Hawkins.
Okay.
There you go.
Beautiful. I have no idea who they are, but sounds good. Totally citrus, but well put together. Different from the first tea citrus, bold and big. This one is strong and well contained at the same time. Yeah, broth is actually really buttery. I'll call this buttery.
Yeah, this one is, I agree with you on that. It's really buttery.
Yeah, but still on the quieter side. Then now it's hard to pick a favorite tea.
I'm telling you, man, there's no favorite. They're all different. Sometimes I'm in the mood to listen to Lester Young, and sometimes in the mood to just get my ears blown off by Coleman Hawkins.
And the aftertaste. Throat is actually really nice on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, smell the empty cup.
Like you said, it's really well contained, and it's almost like it just knows right where it's going. It's kind of settled, and
then it's moving.
It's moving towards, it's actually getting bigger.
Yeah.
But it's not giving it all up too soon.
Mm-hmm. A good fighter. I like that.
The aftertaste, the way that the scent evaporates is really very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the scent is so sweet right now. But different from the second one, the coated sugar. It's just sweet. Mixed with some, once again, this year's tea is very citrus to me. Should we pause to pick up a phone call?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's not going to sound like anything to people because I'm just going to cut the entire thing out. But I was just on the phone with a customer for like 15 minutes. So, you remember what you were going to say?
Yeah, totally.
I don't even remember. We're drinking the number 3. This is the third infusion.
Yeah, tea number 3 and infusion number 3. And remember the surface scent is like sweet and but different from that sugar. And then the broth still have that beautiful quietness and movement. So what I like about this tea is like in a way it's well constructed. You know, it moves actually, and aftertaste is great. It's strong. I would say first tea is more on the bolder side. I'll give it to the first one too. And then the first one, I think on the infusion number 3, there's no declining. That is a big plus of that tea. That I'll give it to the first tea. Number 30, there's a little bit more complexity in the movement. Yeah. So you can drink that to see it's already cooled down and to see if the broth hold up. Nice
it holds
flavor.
up really well.
Yeah, that cup is already cooled down because no one had to pick up a phone call. Right, and we're in a tea number 4.
Oh, the broth holds up a lot of complexity when it's cooled down.
Yeah. That's right. Then maybe that's what I try to say, that is that complexity.
Yeah.
And first tea just like dramatic and juicy and
well,
everything
it's
about
like
it.
The first one, the complexity is more on the outside, and this one, the complexity is more on the inside.
And the broth on the third one feels like it's more holding up together. Like remember I said the first one, if the broth can concentrate just a little bit more, then that tea it's really good. I think I'm still looking good on the tea number 1 on the performance.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Because sometimes it won't concentrate because it's not the time for it to concentrate yet. So it might actually tie more. The molecules might fit more
get a little
well.
bit tighter.
Tighter. That's right.
Yeah, this one's already nice and tight though.
Yeah.
The focus is there.
Yeah. Yay, tea number 4.
Cool. I'm totally guessing the teas now in my head. I can't stop myself. It's really tough.
Man. I totally have the tea lineup so far.
I know.
So this one have to be like
Don't say it, but yeah.
But what is really funny if we drink it and just like, oh shoot, it's Alisa.
We're probably going to be totally wrong. We were last time. There's no reason we should be any more right this time.
I totally smell like Alisa.
Let me smell.
And dun. What is tea number 2 then?
Don't worry, I got this guy on my shoulder,
Yeah, it's still sitting there.
keeping me honest.
I'm honest. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I guess it very honestly.
Yeah.
With my honest opinions.
Your honest ego.
Yeah. And sometimes the honest ego and opinion just turn out to be the wrong result.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the wrong result with my honesty. Oh God, they're so similar. Only number 1 is very different. Number 40, infusion 1.
You're talking about that.
That delicate hint of smell. Number 1 is the boldest right now. And then 2, 3, 4 is like there's that
delicate floral, almost like a green bean. A little bit of citrus in there. The second one has the most floral, the least citrus. This one actually has pretty strong citrus though.
Oh, taste is different though. Taste is more savory. I would say number 3 is more holding up tight together.
Yeah, this one's not as tight as number 3.
Yeah, but not as light as number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the lightest one so far.
Oh, this one spreads really nicely down to the back of the back
very
of the throat.
soft. I would say also more lean towards some buttery. So number 3 and number 4 are very buttery. Yeah, salivation is great. Also more on the delicate side. Like 2, 3, 4 are all consistently, like I said, I mean, like a better description that like really nice but mild saliva oozes out of my tongue.
Oh, in the salivation? Yeah.
Yeah. And then first one just like super dramatic.
But this one's still a really nice mix, kind of like the third one of there's a salivation and there's the fragrance, and they both kind of come back after you swallow the tea really nicely.
Yeah. But the movement is not as complex as tea number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is intense.
Yeah, quiet though.
I wonder.
Delicate and quiet. But it spreads really nicely.
Now the suspension is killing me since we drank all 4. I kind of have my...
You kind of get them in your head and then you start they start to fight for... they start to fight.
I have my opinions for sure. And the empty cup is more fruity, like really fruity.
Oh, yeah.
High Mountain Tea number 4, Infusion 2. Oh, I love to call out these things.
Like an announcer. For the most slow-moving sport of all time.
I should go learn those horses stuff, like horse racing. No, horse number 2, horse number 2. I never listened to those things. And horse number 4 is catching up. Horse number 1 runs really fast.
You make it sound really, really exciting.
Yeah. Horse number 1, look the way the horse charges. But oh man, horse number 3. Oh, I want to find one of those clips to listen, and then next one I will just announce it. I'll just announce it like that boom, and then the gate open and.
If we're gonna do gate opening style, we gotta do cereal bowl style for sure.
Yeah, totally. And okay. That will be my homework.
To learn how to announce it like that.
Yeah, that horse races with my High Mountain oolongs. So far, most people bet on horse number 1, but I'm looking good on horse number 3 too. Wow, that's so bad.
And they make it sound so competitive.
Oh, totally. Life without competition.
It's quite relaxing.
That's right. Well, I hope that this Floating Leaf Tea podcast offer you, if nothing else, there's some decent entertainment out there for all of you. But this is actually pretty much like how we drink tea here. Sometimes super deep and super brutal. Sometimes really goofy. And
smell that.
Sometimes in between. Okay, I'm going to do the regular tea announcement. High Mountain Tea number 4, Infusion number 2. Yeah.
Nice. Really nice scent.
I would say the sweetest one might be this one.
Yeah.
And the flow of the scent is really connected. I think the tea becomes richer now. That is actually really rich.
Yeah.
More fruity.
It feels like it may have been a little bit roasted more than the other three. I mean, they've all probably been a little bit roasted, but this one you can taste it just a touch more.
Lisan.
I'm pretend I didn't hear that. No, but it feels just like a little bit more savory because of that.
I might guesses now. So much fun, man. Oh, I love doing blind tastings. It's just super insane and super not knowing what the heck I'm doing and super fun. And aftertaste is becoming much bolder now. The salivation is much...
this is kind of a late bloomer tea.
Yeah, late bloomer tea. Yeah.
Starts off really...
Delicate.
Kind of like the third one. It started off delicate, but it maintained that delicacy, but it just got inside. It got more and more complex. This one's not so much an internal tea like that. It's more building in intensity.
Lisan.
Whatever, man.
Oh, do you have a musician for this tea or a piece of music? I think it's hard. I mean, they are so similar in a way. I mean, there are differences and there's so much similarity.
Well, I think it's not really fair to say it's like this musician, but it is fair to say, or it's more useful to say, if you like listening to this kind of musician more, like if you're like a really big Hawk fan, then you're going to you might be more into the first tea. Because it's a big, bold, there's a lot of, there's just a lot going on in a really exciting kind of way. But for this tea, I kind of lost it when I got to that third tea and
also we got interrupted by
the phone call,
and the momentum is lost. Infusion number 3. Surface smell still really good. I would say overall this season's High Mountain Oolongs are well balanced tea. Yeah,
I totally agree.
Yeah, well balanced and
more
more
all 4 of them,
and more citrus than floral, which I quite like it that way. But the amount of balance is a huge plus for this season's tea. Yeah, this one is rich. Yeah, 3-4 battery, 3 and 4 tea. Number 4, 3 battery.
Kind of reminds me of Stan Getz.
Stan Getz? What is that?
Another saxophone player. I'm just thinking about saxophone players right now.
Okay. Whew, tea brewing is like hard to choose a favorite. And I would say this is a good sign then.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, if it's like easy, then
there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with some of the other teas. So overall, I will give it to. I'm not choosing a favorite one, okay? But High Mountain Tea number 1, I will give it to its strength, balance, boldness, but overall, so far, it's actually on the strength. Not because of how strong it is by infusion number 3, there is no sign of any declining at all. And I brew number 2 and number 3 for quite a long time on purpose on all these teas. And that's a huge plus for me. Number 2, I'll give it to its beautiful senses. It seriously feels like sitting in a wonderful garden. The weakness of that tea, I would say by number 3, it actually declines quite a lot.
But it's the kind of really light floral quality is really
it's really
pleasant.
pretty.
Really pretty.
Yeah. And number 3 tea, I will give it to its overall balance too. I mean, its balance is incredible throughout all the infusions. And what I love about that tea on the most is actually its movement. There is something about that tea is moving today. That underneath all that balance structure, that the tea is trying to be, I would say, more complex than all of these 4. Number 4 tea also own a huge amount of balance.
And it's rich.
It's actually number 2 start to open up as a really rich broth.
Number 4.
Number 4 tea, and there will be the strength, the good quality of this tea. So I would say seriously, really hard for me to pick a favorite one, but I guess I will have to pick it.
I'm not gonna pick it. I don't have a favorite. I like all of them. Just depends on what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it shows on our difference in personality.
Yeah.
I will pick number 3 today on the tea brewing.
Gotcha.
maybe we will do in the next round, we'll give you a little bit feedback because I actually took out all the teas in this original bowl and we are going to soak the tea later and to see if I change my mind. And we're going to rotate the cups again.
Sounds
and
good.
so that we don't know what is the tea again and actually pick it in a bowl style. So yeah, I'll pick number 3 because of movement. I adore a tea that can move in a very interesting way. Yeah. Okay, that's it. How fun. And should I tell people what number 3 is?
Are we going to tell them what all of them are?
No, not all of them.
Not all of them.
Just number 3.
No, don't tell them just one.
Oh.
Don't tell them any.
Oh, okay. It's just like last time?
Just either don't tell them any or tell them all of them. Don't just tell them your favorite one.
Oh, last time we didn't tell people anything.
Yeah.
But we also announced the last one, the favorite one is Sanixi.
Well, my thought is that if we say this is what each one is, then people will be more like, okay, now I got to figure out when I'm tasting them which one is more similar to what Shiuwen was describing in the podcast.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So don't tell. Okay, brutal. Sorry, guys. One more time. So bad.
I think it's way more interesting to not know what they are.
Okay, cool.
Than to try to like either know what they are or try to guess what they are. Because seriously, last time I had a like my secret mind was like just talking to me like that's Hawan Shan, that's Shanlin Shi, and then I started putting things into the tea that's not there. This time I really tried to not do that. I still did that a little bit, but I feel I'm a little bit more aware of the way that each of the 4 teas actually is. And then at the very end, when we actually announce them, then we'll know which ones they are.
Okay. Like in that blind tasting official day?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's my thought. I mean,
Cool,
you can do
cool.
what you want.
Cool. So, for those of you still have time to order the sampler pack. Please join us. I think it's really fun. And, I know that some of you guys already bought the actual teas that, by the 150 gram bags. Just drink those teas and get to know whatever you order. Maybe some of you guys actually have all the teas. Some of you guys single out certain teas. Just get to know them. And then during the blind tasting, since you don't know what they are, see how consistent you are, and it's not to, show how well we can guess in the end. I mean, there's always some of that. I think,
It's hard to escape that.
yeah, if we don't have ego, we are enlightened by now. So, so guess what? I'm not enlightened, not anywhere close. I'm guessing my tea all the time. Most of the time wrong, and it really hurts my ego. Anyway, but I will continue to do that, and so hopefully, after so many years of blind tasting and hurting egos, that I will have no ego to be hurt again. So if you have time, join us. It's really fun. And what else? That's it, I think. And we'll slowly put more teas out there. We have honey oolong just in, new Taiwan Da Hong Pao, and a new Dongding red oolong here too. Cannot promise how soon we'll put them up because all of those teas are either roasted or very roasted. They do take a little bit longer time than usual than other teas to be opened up to a certain place that I am comfortable to put it on the website.
Yeah.
So just wait for it. There will be new teas and it's super exciting for us. And that's it. Thank you for supporting the podcast programs. Thank you for supporting Floating Nifty.
Have fun with your blind tastings. We certainly are. It's really fun.
Yeah. And wherever you are, we are thinking of you and we are thanking you. And be well, be safe, and drink a cup of tea every single day. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
See you next Monday.
Next Monday. True. For more blind tastings.
Okay.
I'm having too much fun. So,
Yeah.
okay. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.